course, when I was young as you, I was also a soccer talaga. I was an avid listener to things like this, and I did not regret attending meetings such as this. My mother died when I was 5 years old, so I grew up without having a mother. I didn't know what a mother-father relationship looked like. I mean, at home. But I built my idea of a home because of the Seventh-day Adventist Church meetings in the afternoon in church. So because of that, I shaped my ideals of my home, especially within the Adventist home principle. So I'm very, very thankful. I am a testimony to you, not because I really was a saint in my youth. I did many, many mistakes, but I'm glad to say that I have overcome the major. But I did some minor. Yes. And I'm glad that the Lord led me into making these decisions early in life. So, according to research, you will have, on the average, 8 relationships before you really settle down. I mean, for regular, this is according to research. So, I'm not going to ask pang ilan na, how many you've been through already, but I just assure you that it's okay to go with sometimes having broken hearts. You saw the video earlier. It's okay to have a broken heart. Last night, we were at Ayas, and the speaker there was Dr. Stefanovich. He told a story about C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis is one of my favorite writers, not because of the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, not because of that, but because he's one of our Christian apologists, a philosopher. And according to him, that C.S. Lewis was able to write one of his best book entitled Grief. It's about grief, it's about pain, and he was able to write that because he has been or he went through a lot of pain. So, if you have been through some pains yourself, it's okay. It's okay, because pain is a good teacher. And it will really make you learn many things. I like the song that was given this afternoon. I think it says about, my promise is faithful, although it is painful, but God's promise is faithful. So at the start of this meeting this afternoon, the title of my talk is True Love Ways. I'll try my best to end at 4:20 as instructed. So, in case I cannot cover everything or many things here, I have a handout to give you. I gave a copy to our organizers this morning, and it's a 2-page or maybe 3-page written in Microsoft Word, of course, and you can read it. But I know this generation, you can know anything and everything because you can just Google everything, right? Actually, what we're going to say this afternoon may not be new to you, but maybe it can be a sort of reminder. Because when I was young as you, I really wanted to know many things. Because if there's one thing that we want to be successful with, is to have really a happy, a stable home, and of course, stable relationships. So, let's start. No matter how long it takes, true love is always worth the wait. Wow, sana memorize natin. No matter how long it takes, true love is always worth the wait. I hope that this will be one of your relationship goals. Let's start also from the start. And God's objective, God's end for all of us. God's purpose for all of us. This is my favorite text. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans. Please read it. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Memorize ko na yan because that is the promise that I used to hold on to since I was young, when I was small. So, what's good about being in love? It's really great to be in love. So you are lucky now because you're at the stage that you're still looking, finding, and it's exciting because you don't have to be really tied up. covers all, but the truth is, it doesn't always happen that way. Really, to enjoy life to the fullest is one of our goals. This thing called pag-ibig. Falling in love is one of life's most exciting events, and everyone wants to find what? True love. You know, the movie, sorry for distracting you. I hope you don't get really distracted and your mind will wander to Enchanted, Beauty and the Beast, Let It Go, Frozen, blah, blah, blah. Because these things, you know, they one of the exciting and really inspiring things. And we know that this is one of our goals, really. The truth is indeed, 93% of teenagers expect to marry someday. How many among you here would draw your wedding gowns already, ladies? Have you started? You're not drawing. In our time, we just had to draw. But now you have to Google. You can Google your future wedding gown. And 91% of teenagers hope to have children. They think children are always cute. Yes, Rafa is very cute, but it is a challenge for authorities to keep Rafa to care for baby Rafa. But really, these things are really very exciting. If you open my notebooks in college are still in place. They're still at home because my notebooks are actually, some of them are coded diaries, journals actually. So in one of those pages, I still can see my drawing of the wedding gown I would wear. And true enough, I did try coffee during my wedding day. Everybody wants to have a full life. True? What do we say? True, full life. This is the definition. The full life for us is the balance of these. You have what? Career. What else? Good health, excellent health. We have family, we have love life. And the good thing is, I can do it, you can do it. You know, I couldn't imagine. I am now 55 years old, not in a hurry, but 55 years old. And I found out that it can happen. And I can really say, now if you ask me, I'm not very old yet, I'm not very sick yet, but at this stage I can say that I have a full life. A full life, maybe not really 100%, but I can say that I'm a very fulfilled woman, fulfilled wife, fulfilled mother. And it's not just because of me, it's because of God's guidance. And it takes a lot of things, you know. So the truth is, your entire future, including your ability to have a successful marriage and your own children someday, is made of what? One decision after another. One step into that goal. And you may not always have the foresight to know where each decision will lead you. But one good thing is, if you have always made the right choices, there will be fewer obstacles and there will be fewer heartaches. It will not be as painful. So, we are not living in a maze. There are no mazes here in the maze gardens in our area, but in Europe there are. It's difficult to find your way in a maze, to go where you would actually go, to go where the maze will be at the end, to go out of that maze. So we're like that in life. It's as if it's just difficult to go out of that maze and to find your way. But thankfully, we have tools to go. This morning, Pastor Baloyo mentioned it. And those tools are not just, corny. It's the same thing, I've heard of that. But really, looking back now, I'm 55 years old, I can really say that these are the best roadmaps. The Bible, Spirit of Prophecy, the Adventist Hope, messages to young people, and other Christian books. Sometimes we tend to read novels. I can see so many young people reading Harry Potter, the latest Harry Potter series, what else? Many other books. But they forget that these are please don't miss reading these books. Especially, we just open the chapters of love, because really, these are the more exciting things, right? When I was 14, 15, 16 years old, I would read these chapters several times. Only that chapter, I didn't bother about reading about health. I didn't care so much about health. I was too young to be really bothered about health. But I was really reading about the road of a mother, the road of a father. I was already thinking who I would want to, get into a relationship with someday. Another trusted advisor, of course, is the Holy Spirit. It's really amazing when you pray, you become creative. And the answer And other guys, you have the what? Your other guys are your parents, older friends, and your teachers, and many more. But I must say I was not a good friend to one of my friends. One day my friend really opened up to me and she said, you know, she's married, of course, and until now they've been married for maybe 21, 22 years already, and they had a 5-year relationship with her husband before they got married. But you know, she said she's not very happy in their marriage. There were so many inequality, what's this? They have not any common interests. And she's told me one time, why did you not tell me when we were younger? Because we were very close friends. Why did you not tell me? And I told her I was so embarrassed to say to you, because you know, I was also having issues with my relationship goals. But she said, you know, had you told me before, I could have changed my mind. So I made it a point that if I will be able to have an opportunity to say and to counsel young people, I will be really upfront and frank to tell people. So it's good to have good friends who are mature. Try to ask them, especially older friends and especially your parents. Unfortunately, it seems to be one of the truths in life also, that when you're teenagers and you're in two relationships, the last person you would ask is who? Usually your parents. Your parents. I can say my children are asking me, but I know they're keeping many things to themselves. But they open up more to their friends. That's why it's really important to have good friends. A set of good friends. That is one of your good guarantees of good advice. Okay, this was 31 years ago. Okay, yesterday when we were young. Mr. Suave, kasi pastor, may bigot. But really, I like Ma'am Gumaraw has some standards. For me, I had simple standards, Ma'am Gumaraw, very physical. I want someone who is chinito. Before I want someone who is chinito. I want someone wearing glasses. I don't like someone who is muscled because I like the scholarly type. I like the scholarly type, mga nerd. I like that type. When I saw my husband, he has bigote, and it's dark, but he's chinito. He has no glasses, not wearing glasses. It's okay not to, if these areas are not taken anyway. But really, it was, if we tell you very quickly, my husband and I mentioned it was only months, right? When we got married, and yet, I think our marriage was very stable because we were mature. We were already able to reach that age of maturity. Now, what do you think is the age now you are already mature? What age? And you can already get married according to law. What age can you get married? Huh? Okay, according to law, you can get married at age 18. Age 18, right? But you cannot get married without your parents' consent. I don't know how it is in other countries, but in the Philippines, 18, you can marry, but with parents' consent rather. But what age without parents' consent? 25. So I think it surprised me. Also, there's that. No, I didn't know, but when we got married, I was 24, but going 25 already. I don't remember my father signing. Yeah, or wala pa noon. But now, that's the law. You can get married without your parents' consent at age 25. Because, of course, in psychology, Ma'am Gumaraw knows better, that at that age, our mind is already, anatomically, biologically, our mind is already more mature and is very good at decision making. That's why Dr. Park, one of the professors in IAS, he would tell his scholars that if you marry below age 26, I will cry. I told the same to my daughter. If you marry below 26, I will cry. And I'm not joking. I'm not just trying to imitate Dr. Park. Because good age is really 26, 25, and upwards is really the best age. So you are now at about what age? Are there some of you here who are already 22? Are 22? Oh, I will not ask who are 30 because kuya. I will not ask the kuya and the others. But really the best age is 26. So Pastor Baloyo was 30, I was 25 when we got married. So this was at the wedding of our daughter. I don't know if Mary is here. So there were those who waited. My husband and I waited. He had experienced some pains, I did too. My daughter also experienced some pains, but she got married last June to her sweetheart of 8 years. Yes, you should have seen them this morning. They were